Well, let's discuss a little more about the issues and barriers to finding work now with Hayley Ridge-Evans, who I'm pleased to say joins me in the studio from Prime Cymru, who provide free support for older people to find work and develop their skills and maybe start businesses as well. And we saw Ryan and Tanya there looking at things from one perspective, perhaps more as they're starting out. But what are the challenges for older people as they might be looking for work?
Very similar challenges, Andrea, to be honest with you. No, confidence, huge issue. Age discrimination, either perceived or real. That's, we all think maybe we're past it or that we haven't got the opportunities that maybe we have. But also, let's say, confidence, huge issue. And particularly after the pandemic, where people have been socially isolated and that sort of thing. But also digital, access to digital things,
because that changes so fast, doesn't it?
Does,
and trying to keep up with it.
That's it. Access and the skills. So it's just those are the main issues that we come across sort of on a day-to-day basis.
So what do you do to help? What can you do to help people with those skills, with that confidence, and getting back into the workplace?
So we work with people on a one-to-one basis, offer tailored support, so we can work with them to identify and plug those gaps that they have. So either through our own team of outreach workers or via other organisations like the one that was in your article. There are other people who are better placed than we are to support some people. We haven't got the answer to everything. So
yeah, but there's lots of innovative things going on in different pockets, aren't there? And you talked about confidence, particularly being hit perhaps by the pandemic.
Yes.
Did you feel that the people you're trying to help, perhaps in that older age bracket, were people who did lose their jobs and are finding it very difficult, greater in number maybe?
So we're seeing an awful lot of people coming through accessing our service who've been in that position, maybe not for the first time either. They might have lost their job previously, that knocks your confidence for it to happen again, another huge, and it's harder to come back from that a second or third time than the first time. We're quite resilient, but there are limits to what we will put up with. So.
And you mentioned perhaps a perceived bias or an unconscious bias amongst those who are recruiting and employers when it comes to recruiting older people. Is that something that you think needs to be looked at more in terms of speaking to employers more to change that maybe?
Yeah, definitely. Dame Sharon White said last week, didn't she, from John Lewis Partnership, we need to start plugging that gap with older workers. We've got a huge number of older people leaving the workplace since the pandemic. I think over 1 million people. Mainly to take early retirement, but it might not be always the option. And there was something else I think in the news today about pensioners suffering from the cost of living crisis, particularly fuel poverty, and we need to, they need to work. We're here to help them, enable them to do that.
Still lots of valuable skills to offer. So if you had one top tip to reassure people that they have got things to offer, what would that be?
Oh, come and talk to us. You have the skills, people skills, life skills. That's the main thing that they've got there to offer, and just get out there and show their value.
Be brave to take that first step.
It is indeed.
Hayley, thank you very much indeed for chatting to us.